Hey guys, welcome back to another missing person case Monday. So today we are going to be focusing on Janteyl Johnson. Janteyl Johnson is from the Newark, Delaware area, and she went missing on February 3rd of 2010. So it has been 9 years since her disappearance. At the time of her disappearance, she was 15 years old and she was 5 months pregnant. Janteyl Johnson was around 5'4", weighing 140 pounds. And at the time of her disappearance, she had on a black shirt with jeans. There wasn't really a lot of info on that. And she was wearing braids. She does wear glasses, but her family stated that day she did not wear them, so she most likely had in her contacts. She has brown hair and brown eyes. Her family would call her Jay or Puff, and she had a scar right here on her chin from what the reports have stated. Johnson left the school earlier that day because she wasn't feeling well. She did in fact make it back home to the apartment where she lived, which was the Autumn Park Apartments in the 30 block of Winter Haven Drive. I needed to look at that because it was a lot. It was a lot. She did in fact make it there, but when her brother came to pick her up, she was not there. So that was very strange to her family because the door was unlocked, but nothing was taken. It looked as if maybe she was going to return. Her family believes that it was very voluntarily that she left. Her family did in fact accept her pregnancy, although her child's father was 26 years old. And the last call from her cell phone pinged to him. Reports did say that the cell phone tower did ping it from his mom's house. So the reports do say that he was the last person she did speak to, and when they pulled it from the tower, her location was from the man's mother's house. The reports have not listed his name into these reports that I did find. They did say that he was interviewed and he was not listed as a suspect in the case. Her family believes that she did not run away because they were very supportive of her decision to keep the baby and to assist her in raising the child. So they don't believe that she would run away, and they did state that Johnson ran away before, but she returned very quickly. So they do not believe that she would run away. The investigators believe she may be in the Philadelphia area or Maryland area. Really not sure. Those are just some of the closer towns to Delaware. Her case did not really receive a lot of mainstream media from what I found, and even by me trying to research her case, I didn't really find a lot. If I didn't do my own research of my next person for my missing person case onto YouTube, I wouldn't even have known who Janteyl Johnson was, which is really sad because that's just how a lot of these cases go, especially when you are a black person. I personally, just from reading the details of her case, I wonder if investigators actually did more investigating on the child's father, because to me, you're 26 years old having sex with a 15-year-old, and then you impregnate a 15-year-old at that. First of all, what are you even doing with a 15-year-old? He should have been on some type of charges for just even having sex with a minor. That is what sticks out to me, because I'm sorry, my daughter is not dating no one who's 26 years old and she's only 15 years of age, especially because the last call pinged to his cell phone. So to me, she was either with him at his mother's house, something went wrong and he harmed her, or he probably told her she needed to get an abortion because, one, she's only 15 years of age. And although her family approved, how did his family approve of that? Or whoever he was dealing with, because he's 26 years of age. And then the simple fact that investigators tried to keep him private, but it's like, one, he's sleeping with a minor. Two, he may be a married man with a whole family of his own. You know, like little things like that just speaks out to me, because it's like, she left her apartment unwillingly. Like, she probably was like, oh, I'm about to just run out and probably go see him real quick. You know how I know when I was 15-year-old, thinking I was grown, trying to talk to a man, or if I had a boyfriend. I was so excited to see that person. So that's probably what happened. I really feel like, just from looking at her case, he called her because she left out of school. She probably was texting him, hey, I'm gonna be going home early, and they probably met up. A disagreement probably went on where he probably told her, I don't want you having the baby, or, you know, I don't probably even want to be involved with you because, one, you're 15 years old and now you're about to have a baby, my baby at that. And then the cell phone pings to your mom's house. So I'm like, something's off with that. But I don't know. I was reading an article someone wrote about her, and they were saying how when her case did go live, you know, when she did go missing, her case did make it on NBC, but she felt like it wasn't pushed as hard like other stories on those mainstream medias. And one girl said that a news lady was supposed to do a documentary on it. I didn't find it, so I don't know if it was actually in fact done. But that's why it's so important that we talk about these cases and we share them, we spread the word on them, because regardless if I feel, to me personally, if someone went missing that I love like that, I want answers. I need to know what happened to them, and I won't rest until I know what happened to my child. I don't care if they're dead or alive. I need to know what the hell happened so I can get some type of closure. And sometimes you won't even get that closure, which is really sad. Yeah, so who knows? I personally, it's like these cases get crazier and crazier when you read the information, and it's like, you're 26 dealing with a 15-year-old. You probably have a whole relationship with someone else, with other children, and you probably didn't want this poor girl to have that baby, and she's already 5 months now. So it's like no turning back of her getting an abortion, and there hasn't been any updates on her case from what I have seen. I do see that FBI did do a facial growth from for the age that she would be right now currently, but that's pretty much all that I have seen, and it's really sad. Janteyl Johnson was 15 years old at the time of her disappearance, and she was also 5 months pregnant. She went missing on February 3rd of 2010. She is still missing. She would be 23 years old. If you have any information, I will link, like always, the FBI posting, so you can contact them, or the Delaware police if you have any information or have seen her. I pray that her family gets some type of closure into this case. It's always so sad when you read about young girls, young black girls who go missing and they're pregnant and you don't even know what happened to them. So all I can do is do my part and share her story and pray that their family gets the information that they need, and that's all you really can do when you are trying to share their stories.